Hi, I'm Pastor Colson, the senior pastor here at Lake of the Woods Church. And, the Bible tells us that Christ will build his church and the gates of hell won't prevail against it. I hope you see as you go through this discovery class that Christ is in the center of Lake of the Woods Church and that we are seeking him daily for his direction and his guidance. Lake of the Woods Church is a very unique church. We're a multi-denominational church, meaning that we have pastors and staff from multiple denominations. But we also come together in unity with the same mindset of first and foremost knowing Christ ourselves. And so you'll hear good solid preaching Sunday mornings. You'll hear training. We'll offer opportunities for you to hear training in classes, Sunday school classes, specialized training, small groups. And then our mission is to make Christ known. And so once we know Christ intimately ourselves, an outflowing of that is that we want to make Christ known in our homes and our schools and our workplaces and our clubs and our extracurricular activities and our community and around the world. And so we are a very mission-focused church. We're a discipleship-focused church. And we're a needs-based church. We try to meet the needs of those in our community. And so you'll be hearing about our free clinic, Living Water Community Clinic and Living Water Dental Clinic, our outreaches to young people, our Good News Clubs and Good News Across Sports, our outreaches to our young people, our teenagers, and our outreach, not just here in our own community, but our outreach to the Navajo missions and into missions that take place around the world. I hope you enjoy this time with us as you watch the video. If you have any questions, write them down. We look forward to answering those questions at the end.
Welcome. My name is Bud Moody, and I'm delighted you're considering participation in our family. I just want to take a few moments to introduce you to how we govern Lake of the Woods Church. First and foremost, under God and the Bible, the ultimate authority for everything we do is from our congregation of voting members. Our congregation is responsible for electing officers to leadership positions, calling and ordaining pastoral staff, approving the annual operating budget, approving the purchase, sale, mortgage, lease, and transfer of real property, and amending the Constitution and bylaws. All other matters pertaining to the governing of the church reside in a Board of Trustees and a Board of Elders. The Board of Trustees consists of 3 members who are elected by the congregation to a 3-year term. These members are responsible for signing legal documents, holding title to church real property, executing legal functions required by law, and generally overseeing all financial operations. Except for those matters reserved for the trustees and the congregation, your Board of Elders is responsible for the whole life of the church. The board is composed of 10 members who are elected by the congregation to 3-year terms. Each of the members is assigned an area of responsibility that's aligned with the church's major ministries, missions, and programs. And these areas include adult education, worship, youth programs, young families, congregational care, community outreach, missions, budget, administration and stewardship, buildings and grounds, and lastly, my position, chairman of the board. The board meets once a month to conduct regular ongoing business, and we have special meetings as necessary. Our annual operating budget is in excess of $1 million, and this is supplemented with designated funds that are given by our members and others that they would like to use for a specific purpose, and we keep those separate from the general tithes and offerings that you contribute. You'll hear more about the detail of how of our ministries work and other segments of this video. And the notebook that you received as part of this overview will give you more detail on the governing structure and also will present some other leadership positions that are elected by the congregation as well. Key to everything we do is our group of volunteers that support the elders. These people are critical to the impact that our church is having in the local community. They serve as elder assistants, ministry stewards, committee chairmen, and sometimes they just show up to help out on the day of the event. And the impact they're having on the local community is a tremendous support of how we continue to make Christ known in the local community. So as you consider membership in this church, I ask you to look beyond just becoming a member into becoming an active participant in all the work we do. Some years ago, a local reporter said that the Lake of the Woods Church is the best kept secret in Orange County. Well, through the impact that our congregation is having in community outreach, there's nothing secret about us anymore. With your involvement as an active member of this church, we can continue to make the Lord's light shine even more brightly in the days to come. And we look forward to joining with you in helping us make Christ known. So I welcome you again, and I look forward to meeting each of you real soon.
Hi everyone, my name is Kevin Paxton and I'm the worship minister here at Lake of the Woods Church. Like Pastor Colson said earlier, we are a multi-denominational church, and we clearly express that in our gathered worship. Our worship is grounded in biblical truth and stylistically influenced by our diverse community of faith. Our hope is that our worship is a reflection of who we are as a community, united in Christ. And through our worship, we hope to live out our mission of knowing Christ and making Him known. On Sunday mornings, we gather at 8:30, 9:45, and 11 a.m. Each service is unique in its liturgy, musical style, even physical setting. Both 8:30 and 11 o'clock are in the worship center, while 9:45 is in the sanctuary. We also gather weekly on Wednesdays at 6 p.m. in the sanctuary for a communion or Eucharist service. There are plenty of ways for you to get involved in worship ministry here at Lake of the Woods Church. If you're musically inclined, you could join our choir or worship team. If you're looking to meet new people, make some friends, being a greeter or usher would be a perfect fit. Or maybe you want to learn a new skill. And if so, our tech team would be the right place for you to get plugged in. As you consider becoming a member here at Lake of the Woods Church, I hope you also consider becoming a part of the worship ministry. As we continue to move forward from the pandemic, we're excited about all that God is doing through worship, and we hope that you can be a part of it. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Michael LeMay, and I am over visitation and senior care here at the Lake of the Woods Church. Our visitation here is very important to us because we take care of our members and those who attend our church. We have two types of visitation. One is called outreach visitation. The other one is called visitation of the sick and the infirm. We visit in hospitals, in the nursing homes, in the rehabs, and we also visit our homebound. The second type of visitation we do is called the outreach visitation. And some of you already know what outreach visitation is. That is where a team of two come into your home and discuss about the church and its different programs. Presently, we have two, Mike Green and Linda, who visit right now. Some of you have probably already visited with them. This is a way that we get to know you and you get to know us. So if you have any questions about either one of these ministries, please contact me. You can either contact me by email, call me on the phone, or come in personally and visit with me in my office.
Hello, I'm Tom Schaefer, Emeritus Pastor at Lake of the Woods Church since 2016. During my 20 years as Senior Pastor, I started and developed a professional Christian counseling ministry at the church by recruiting licensed counselors to provide free and affordable Christian counseling to both church members and to the community. Over the years, God raised up many believers who were licensed counselors to provide healing and comfort to the people. During the last 23 years, those counselors have offered grace-filled, life-changing therapy to over 1,000 people. And still today, 25 people a week receive our counseling ministry. In 2017, I received my professional counseling credentials from the Commonwealth. And so in addition to overseeing the counseling ministry, I also now provide counseling. And in addition to myself, Betty Collins and Barbara Gaddy are on the counseling staff. They are both wonderful therapists and very experienced clinical counselors, and they too see clients every week. The ministry is qualified to do therapy with young children, teenagers, as well as adults. We provide counseling for marriage and family, substance abuse, grief, women's issues. We also handle all the referrals from Living Water Community Clinic. Many clients come presenting with anxiety, depression, or fear, ranging from mild to utterly life-controlling. How thrilling it is to see clients who have been immobilized by their fear or anxiety or depression regain their health and regain their life. The gospel is full of grace and able to heal both body and soul. And I am so privileged to be a humble witness to this happening so often. Some of our clients come with little or no faith. And yet we have seen the Holy Spirit work in them. It is not uncommon to see people with little faith or no faith turn to the Lord and receive His grace more and more. Now, how can you or your loved ones access church counseling ministry? Really, we made it very easy and simple. Place a call to the church office or to my counseling office at Worthmore Counseling, which is just east on Route 20 of the front gate in the 3-story professional green glass building there. And a simple call with the number at the bottom of the screen is all that's really needed. It's very easy. Our mission in counseling ministry is defined by the words of Jesus when He described His own counseling ministry in the book of Matthew, where He quoted Isaiah saying, "The Spirit of the Lord is upon me, and because He has anointed me to bring good news to the poor, He has sent me to proclaim release to the captives and recovery of sight to the blind, to let the oppressed go free, to proclaim the year of the Lord's grace." And this is our mission, and this is what we do. As a senior pastor, I have had the privilege to preach the gospel to a congregation full of people. And now, as a counselor, I have the privilege and experience of being one-on-one with people and see the gospel truly is the power of God to change lives. It certainly has been my joy to serve you as your emeritus pastor at Lake of the Woods Church and as its director of counseling ministry. So please call on me at any time. And thank you so much for your support of the church and the ministry. God bless you.
Hi everyone, my name is John Higginbotham. I'm the family pastor here at Lake of the Woods Church. Thank you for joining us today. It's good to be with you. One of the things that we remember here at Lake of the Woods Church is to you, the parents, your first ministry is at your home. And we want to equip you for the good times and the hectic times. We know that parenting is not an easy job. Well, the ways that we meet you wherever you are, in celebration or in whatever valley you might find yourself, is on Wednesday nights we come together as a whole family. And it's good to have that midweek break. It's your God time. We meet from 5:45 to 6:30 and we have dinner together as a family. And then from there we go to praise and worship. From praise and worship we break out into our small groups. Things for our youngest generation, for our teenagers, and then ladies break out for a ladies' Bible study, men break out for the men's Bible study, and then we come back together again on Sundays and we have what we call our anchor class. And it really does anchor us to do the job of a parent, and that's a co-ed class. Then throughout the year we have retreats and opportunities to serve. But all in all, we just love tending to the whole family unit and helping you be the very best parent that you can be. Well, even tonight, our Wednesday night, Miss Mandy is downstairs. She's our children's director, and she's scurrying around getting everything ready to receive the children tonight, and she wants to share a little bit about her ministry.
Hi, Discovery class. I'm Mandy Robinson. I'm the children's director here at Lake of the Woods Church, and I wanted to come to you and share a little bit about children's ministry with you. Downstairs in Discovery Zone, we want to carry out the mission of the church by partnering with parents to make Christ known and help their children becoming lifelong disciples of Christ. We create a safe and loving environment so that they can learn and ask questions about their faith, and we want to create a relationship with each child to connect them to their faith, and we do that by being the example of Christ to them. We want them to know that God made them, God loves them, and Jesus is their very best friend that died for them. So if you're interested in coming and talking to me or being a part of our team, I would love to sit down and chat and talk more about your interests or your hobbies or things that you might want to get involved with children's ministry. It can go from cutting paper all the way to being involved and with the children and one-on-one time with them. As John said, we have Wednesday nights, we have Sunday mornings, and we would love to have you come join us.
Hi there. My name is Shannon Smith, and I have the honor of serving as the elder for the youth ministry here at Lake of the Woods Church. And I'd like to take a couple minutes just to tell you about our ministry. We serve the middle school and high school aged group here in the church, and I have also been a youth group leader for going on 8 years now. Have also had 3 boys that have come through this church at all age levels, so I can tell you how amazing this church is. With all different ministries that we have. But the bulk of our ministry really settles on Sundays and Wednesdays. On Sunday mornings, we have what we call Higher Grounds, which is where the kids come and they worship the Lord together on Sunday mornings. And on Wednesdays, we have Youth Group, which is amazing because now we get together with the families and Youth Group, the youth ministry along with children's ministry and our young families all eat dinner together and then worship together after that, or worship separately after that in their own ministries. But it's just a great, great evening. I will tell you that the summertime is when we really gear up and we're super busy here. That's when we really try and focus the kids on our church's mission statement, which is making Christ known. And we start off with a week of teen camp where they spend a lot of time. It's their personal time where they spend growing their relationship with God. Then we send a group of them to what we call Christian Youth in Action Camp. And it is about 40 plus hours that they put in learning how to share the gospel and teach to other kids. And so then after we come back from that, we send them out and they spend the summer. They go to Navajo and we have Good News Across Sports, which is where they help teach many different sports camps throughout the week and also then teach and share the gospel with the kids that come. And we roughly, the last few years, praise God, we have seen about 30 kids come to Christ just through Good News Across Sports alone. So, and then of course there's Vacation Bible School, which they help out with. And there's just lots of stuff that we just keep them going. And in order to keep that going, of course, we have lots of amazing fundraisers that we do throughout the year. We have our annual golf tournament. And we have a Go Ye Therefore banquet and lots of little stuff, some really fun pancake breakfasts, and other things. But, it's just an amazing ministry. And I will tell you that, I could not be more blessed. We are always in looking for people to come and join our ministry and help us out because there's just many areas, whether it be little or small or however anybody would like to come and be part of the youth ministry. I promise you that you will not regret it and you will be blessed. But, it's just, it's an amazing area of our church that a lot of times, if you don't come in and you don't walk in on Wednesday nights or Sunday mornings, you might not see it. So, please come and check out our ministry because, we're doing a lot of great things and God is really, really moving through our teens.
Hello, my name is John Higginbotham. I'm the family pastor here at Lake of the Woods Church. I am also serving right now as the interim director of our child care center. And it's an extremely exciting year for us down here. And I just wanted to tell you a little bit about it. We have just made a curriculum change. And we're using the Abeka curriculum, which is a Christian curriculum to really focus on kindergarten preparation for 3-year-olds and 4-year-olds. The first subject of every day is the Bible. And so I just picked these up from this morning, and you can see just how cool the cards are. There is Elijah, and he is in action. And the kids really love the curriculum. They are up and out of their seats. They are playing the games. They are memorizing their phonics, and they are just going great guns every day. I would love a chance to show any parents that would like to see the Child Care Center in action. I would love to give you a tour. Right now, we are full, but we're enrolling great guns for this fall. So we're excited about what God's doing down here and raising up these little ones in the way that they should go. We know when they're old, they will not depart from it.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Lake of the Woods Church Discovery class. My name is Jordan Meadis. I'm an associate pastor here at the Lake of the Woods Church, more specifically for communications and online. What does an online and communications pastor do? Well, my primary role is to maintain our social media accounts, to post regularly, to design graphics for our social media presence, to do Google ads and Facebook ads. If you had told me when I was going through seminary that I'd become a bit of a know-it-all when it comes to Facebook analytics, I would have laughed in your face, but here we are. Especially after the pandemic, an online presence is very important for a church, and we take that very seriously. So that's a lot of what I do. I will soon be hosting an online Bible study, host the online services, and any other kind of online meetings we may have, especially, say, the online portion of this discovery class. So that's a lot of what I do at the church. I look forward, if you're kind of a digital-oriented person, I'd love to meet you and get you connected with that part of our ministry. I can always use help with graphics and social media planning. I'd love to get connected with you. A little bit about me. I have a beautiful wife, Lisa. We've been married for close to 20 years. We actually were married in the sanctuary here at Lake of the Woods Church back in 2002. We have 4 wonderful children, Jonah, Abby, Jesse, and Molly, who are all involved in either soccer or marching band. So that's where you're going to find us most afternoons and most weekends. I'm an avid Red Sox fan, an avid Liverpool Reds fan. Go Reds. I coach travel soccer and the JV soccer at the high school here, and so sports is a big part of our family. And so I'm also excited about our burgeoning sports ministry, working with local sports leaders and bringing the gospel to the athletes in our area. Also a member of Soccer Chaplains United, ministering to professionals and semi-pro soccer players in the area. So a lot going on with Lake of the Woods Church and my part here. So I'm just excited to be part of it. Hit me up on social anytime. I'd love to meet you, connect with you that way. And it's just a joy for you guys to be here, and I'm excited for you to become part of Lake of the Woods Church.
So I hope you enjoyed watching the video. If you have any questions, now's the time to ask them. If you're live, if you're in person, we have a panel that would love to answer those questions for you. Please, no question is out of line. So please ask any question that's on your heart and on your mind. If you're watching online, Pastor Meadis, our online pastor, will be coming on in just a moment, and he will be doing the same. He'll be able to answer your questions. So what is the next step? Well, we would like to encourage you now to look into church membership. And so again, if you're in person, we're going to be talking about that. We have some forms we would like you to fill out before you leave today. And again, if you're watching online, Pastor Meadis will make those forms available to you so that you can also fill those forms out. Membership Sunday is coming up. We'll be talking more about that, and we'll be looking at ways encouraging you to find your gifts and your abilities and your talents. And we're looking at ways that you can use them to serve the Lord here at Lake of the Woods Church and in our community. Thanks again for watching.